Hi, Matas. Please introduce yourself and your company.
Hi, my name is Kamzura. I'm CGO at Pulsetto.
Amazing. So, can you tell me briefly what it was like before working with Thrivelia?
Chaos.
Can you dive a bit deeper? Like, what did email and SMS look like, and what made you look for some help?
Yeah, well, I guess we were uh, disorganized in our strategies and planning. We didn't probably tackle all of the low-hanging fruits and all of the opportunities that existed out there. We were disorganized. We were lacking skills and knowledge, of course, of like tackling all of the low-hanging fruits, all of the opportunities, and we were underperforming, and now we're performing above expectations.
Well, and if you're happy with sharing, we won't give like specific numbers, but when we started working, you were already at the 8-figure mark, and we're kind of like way beyond that. So it was still chaos. And what was the biggest improvement that you were hoping to get outside of additional retention help, as well as like email and SMS?
I think I remember specifically that before you guys joined us, we were doing very poor with our campaign specifically. I remember, well, we can skip the exact numbers, but I think within like first 3 months or something, we have six or something like that, if I remember correctly, on campaign orders on last click. That was very impressive. I think we thought we were doing fine with our flows, but you guys helped us to see that, we can do better. So we have improved both, but very significant improvement was on the campaign side.
Awesome. So when you were reviewing all of the agencies, doing audits and pitching, what stood out about Trivelia as like the go-to partner?
The answer is very simple. It was like we needed to change. We knew that there's a huge room for improvement, right? And with you guys, we kind of knew what we're getting. We knew the history. We got the feedbacks. It made sense with the whole pitching thing, with ideas that you guys brought on, and just basically putting the dots on the i's. It just made sense, right? That's the very simple answer. There's no like, I don't know how to make it sound sexy.
I don't think it has to be sexy. Honestly, it's the simple things. Like when people ask me for like email strategies and what I do, like when my grandmother asks me what I do and I say emails, she doesn't even comprehend that this is a business model. And it's funny because I explain it in layman terms, but I say we send emails that people want to read and click and make them buy. And you just have to bring the best possible strategy and idea there. It's not too complex. You just have to figure out to connect the customer, the brand, and what you have in the market. And I
Yeah.
think the best agencies are just like the best at simplifying, not at over complexing the strategies.
Yeah, and I think you guys, we went with you because the whole pack of ideas that you guys brought on prior to starting our partnership made sense, and the numbers worked, and I think you have managed to fill a gap that we had inside our team in terms of like the more creative, holistic approach on content side of email marketing.
So what was it like after that? So we started working, I think it was in February. Immediately we onboarded you. Can you just walk me through ideas to execution and your experience with interacting with my team? What was that like for you personally as head of growth?
I think I think it was all good. Yeah, it was. I don't know, like everything that you would expect. Well, not necessarily. You guys did extra hustle for sure. In some key moments for us, we have felt the extra hustle and appreciated that a lot. You guys have, when we just started, I think it was just one team member, right, on our account, and now it's free. And I don't know all of the designers and copywriters and everyone else that's involved on the account, right? So I think what is the most important is that we have a good communication, right, and we understand each other. And when we grow, you guys have grown next to us in your team capacity and team size, and you have adapted to all of our hectic pains of growing rapidly. So
I think you're the fastest growing company that I've ever seen, if I have to be completely honest, or at least the ones that I've worked with directly. And also the exposure through Shark Tank as well was massive. There's been so many things happening at the same time with so many team members as well. Honestly, it's been really exciting because it's a challenge. It's a different set of challenges, and I'm not sure if in your past experience if you've managed this in bigger sizes in terms of businesses and brands, but this is one of the bigger ones that we've been exposed to. So the set of challenges that come with growth at certain stages are definitely very different to if you're starting from 0 to 1 million, or from 1 even to 5 or to 10.
Yeah. I think very important feedback form here is to appreciate your guys' ability to adapt. Because when we're growing fast, there's usually you have teams that create additional stress for you when you're rapidly growing. And when you're rapidly growing, there's just sometimes impossible to predict everything around every single corner, So especially in our case, there's a lot of things that happen on, huge speed. And it's great that your team does not gives calmness instead of additional stress when it comes to handling all of the rapid growth challenges, right? And not every team can do that. So that's, I think, is one of the most, aside from all of the skills and knowledges and stuff like that, I think that's really a huge part of what the real value is.
Thank you for that. As a closing note, what would you say to anyone who's thinking about starting with us, who's wondering if we're the right partner, or evaluating us, if they would like to listen to this directly?
Just go ahead and talk to these guys. Run your numbers, make your case, and see for yourself if that makes sense or not for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for this. This was perfect. You did really great. So appreciate it, and we'll catch up soon.
No worries, bye.